It was imbalanced.
It was on some random shit. I made the track. I'm gonna say it's a Don Flame.
Yeah.
I can see, and I said I can see him on it. No of course I did.
We got the rent paid. I got my car paid. Working my job cake. We working till lunch break. I got my phone paid. We working for Ben Frank.
What's up, it's your boy How Dmitch. You're tuned into one of the hottest podcasts is out. We call it No Topic. We can do is say anything you want to say, as long as you're not bringing people down without bringing them up. You dig? Now we got a special guest today. He go by the name of the Jump Bro. The Jump Bro.
Donason Flame.
Don Flame. Don Flame. Hey.
Good, what's good? Living, paying these bills, getting business.
Thanks for coming on, sir. What you been up to, man?
Man, just
Superstar.
living, living, making this music. Like I said, paying these bills, living that Middletown life, just trying to
Money Town life.
keep my head above water, still trying to remain the best artist, hardest working artist around,
Hey, he is, man.
I just want people to, look at me and see that there's a hope for them, There's times where you think like, man, I can't do that, I'm gonna put it to the side for a while. Make time.
Make time.
Make time.
But this is my dude right here, man. He used to go by Gutter. You know what I'm saying?
Gutter.
AKA DD, AKA Maurice.
Right.
Like, how'd you get the name Donason Flame for the people that don't know?
Actually, I did the Gutter thing, and Gutter, it was locked down. Everybody was Gutter this, Gutter that, Gutter that.
My little cuz was Gutter too.
And I was looking to brand myself as far as, what are you going to be entitled as far as nobody else has this. So, my mother's name is Donna. I'm her son. And the flames that I walked through, it just provided me my own name. So I felt like anybody had that. It provided, a great story. I feel great when people do say that name because I can always hear my mother's name.
Flame, with the flame behind it.
Them flames that come behind it.
Man, like you said, he is one of the hardest dudes doing it, working at it. You know what I'm saying? This dude is a future legend for Middletown artists, man. I'm going to get this out the way because we already talked about this. We did a track together called Lights, Camera, Action.
Yes.
Murder my ass on it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that wasn't the
ass.
intention, though. That was not the
intention. But
intention.
now, like, he gave me motivation because that let me know not to make a song and not go my full 100% and not fucking play around. I mean, I wasn't playing around, man. I did my thing on it.
Yeah,
but when he came in, I'm like, oh, shit. He came in with a whole different whole different angle. So I'm like, man, I can't be playing around. Like, he came in with 100%. My shit is like at a fucking 90-ish. You know what I'm saying?
No, like, you had caught me, like, right in the middle of I got something to prove to myself.
And he knew it the whole time. Cause
like,
been,
you caught me right,
when we gonna put this music video out? When we gonna put the video out?
I'm holding it. I'm like, bro.
This not even long ago. Probably like, 3-4 weeks ago. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, you murdered me on that track, so I can't put no shit out like that when I know you killed me and I should have came harder. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do that to myself. You know what I'm saying? But he murdered me. But this dude is the truth, man. And quick question: what's SOS?
SOS is Stack or Starve, and it's basically like a non-pledge fraternity that started off as basically, somewhat of a gang. Like, so everybody had different lifestyles when we was trying to form music, but everybody loved to be around music. Everybody had some type of form of style of what they contributed to music. And I wanted to switch that whole hood lifestyle from Stack or Starve to, music. And a lot of people that I was hanging around that was part of the group kept going to jail, and I wanted to be able to just turn that whole image around and show the talent that we had. And so we ran by Stack or Starve for a long time, and
shout out Dre Dollars, man.
Yeah,
my guy.
Because we ran with that for a minute, and that's what everybody around knew us for. You either seen me or the guys, and like I said, lifestyles changed and everything. So I wanted to keep on pursuing my career in music, and so did a couple other people was in the group, So we just started making our own music as far as like putting our own singles out, and then like every year we just collaborate and make a mixtape. You know,
Hell
so
yeah. Y'all was doing an SOS when we was doing the whole BDT thing.
Yeah.
I swear, like we always been like in the same.
yeah,
And it's competitive. It's competitive. Like, we all together, but this
yeah.
shit is competitive.
Yeah.
Like it was SOS, we was BDT. I swear it was like
Yeah.
we all was just hot. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We
And
all had our moments too.
whether you like to admit it or not, it was always competition. Like
For real.
because
To
I
this
would
day.
I would see cats do things, and I'd be like, we got to stop bragging about that one little thing we did because they did 6-7 different venues.
Yeah.
They got videos out, so you got to stay consistent as well when you are competing. Whether you like to or not, man, this is going to be a competition.
Hell
You know, I work from an independent standby. You know, like I said, but it's gonna be competition as far as
To this
you know,
day,
the whole city.
I mean, it's only a couple people I kind of, not saying I fear, but it's like, okay, I got to bring it because they bring it, like you and my cousin Donald Kent. I mean, it's a couple other artists too. Not
Yeah,
trying to
he
put
will.
nobody
Yeah,
down, but
yeah,
like
he'll make
that's
you
family.
bring that.
Him and Lito, Deontay,
Yeah.
they brought me up. He one of the ones too. Like this
They
guy,
like
he
the
doing it right now, so I
Godfathers
know.
that make you regret
Yeah, like
whatever
he-
you wrote if you didn't do it correctly. Like you like,
Yeah.
oh man, I gotta.
But Donason Flame goes in every track. He just spit some bars for me in the living room not long ago with some new shit that I got the sneak peek
Yeah,
of.
that's
And that
gonna
shit fire. And that
Yeah.
instantly gave me chills and motivated me like, oh shit, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
see,
gotta
the
go
thing
in.
about that
type
beat though,
shit.
I had to earn that beat like through Coast to Coast. Like, see, with Coast to Coast, it's not really like you can pay to go so far with them, but after a while, your talent gonna have to speak for itself.
Speak on that. Speak. What's the Coast to Coast if people don't know? 'Cause he did some shit with that
It's basically
too.
like one of the largest artist showcase in the world. You know, they provide artists with so much material, you know, education, platforms that you able to speak in front of a large crowd rather than a small crowd. It's a way for you to invest in yourself in a bigger way as far as independent goes. And you know, if you got what it takes, it's gonna show right then and there. Because the crowds that's presented is your own, and a lot of people that you don't know that could care less about what you think when they do decide to give their opinion. So when the opinion is, oh, you great, you move on, you advance, you win prizes, you win so many things and cash values, and you know, you get to experience trips around the country. You know, like I said, they're the biggest artist showcase in the world. So they allowed me to, you know, express myself in a way that I couldn't even imagine. I mean, it's one of the reasons why a lot of people know who I am.
That's dope. And like being from Middletown, Ohio, the Midi money town, like how does it feel going to like Texas or Florida and people not knowing what Middletown, Ohio is, and you put on a show like that? Like that's giving us hope here for the next one's coming up, whoever's going to do a coast to coast. Like how does it feel to get that much love and they don't even know like
Hey,
what
man,
the small area we from, and there's so much
crazy.
talent there.
It's
Like that's
crazy
dope.
because like when I do go to these places, I noticed a long time ago that I had a gift to where I can like capture people's attention within like the first 25 seconds, 30 seconds of my set. And it's more of a they see you without judgment. You know, it's like when strangers see you, it's like whatever you need them to see right then and there for that small little split second, it's just everything. And to go to a place where, you know, you've never been before, I just was like, you know, fuck it, bro. Just get on a plane. I ain't never been on a plane myself before.
That's
You
what
know,
I'm
and
talking
then
about.
just
That's dope.
drove there, flew there, you know, and I felt like I was a winner ever since I got off that plane.
Well, that's
Like,
dope because
you
I
know.
bet like the people be hungry for you because they don't know you, so they anxious like to see you. Like, okay, who is this?
Yeah.
About to come up here. He just said Ohio, and we way in Texas or Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then
Like
you
Cleveland.
see,
You know what I'm
people
saying?
that's a part of the Coast to Coast family, and they see you again at a place across the
that's
country.
dope.
They were like, they
That's
automatically know you done
fire.
invested in yourself to get
Yeah.
here, and they see where you working hard. So it's fun for them to promote you. You get on the stage and they introduce you, and they give you a little bit more extra than what they might give somebody else because you worked for
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with judges, you're not dealing with
Networking.
people who just biased. You know, if you either got it or you don't. You know, and that's what I liked about it. I knew that my talent. You know, I'm in the line of comparisons and competitions. That's normally how my style is. So it's real highlighted against competition, against other different songs. And that's where I knew to take my talent. I'm like, man, if they're not looking at me, I'm gonna make them look at me. Like,
Heck yeah.
And I just invested in myself, and it's like one of the best things I ever did as far as music.
Hell yeah. We did a show on my birthday, and this dude, he's always creative too. Man, he came out with the flame on his wrist. You know what I'm saying? He put that motherfucker, clap, the flame shot. I was like, oh shit, let's get it. I'm gonna mention one more thing too. This dude is super talented, man. He also can act. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was one music video. I think it was you and that. Who's that actor dude? I don't know him like that. He's in a couple of your videos. He act.
Blake Glisten. Shout out to Blake Glisten.
Was it y'all too?
Yeah, man.
Like,
yeah.
that shit was dope, and it was deep.
He works
like,
very hard. He works very hard.
I said Don Flame can act though. And I was like, okay, get it in.
Yeah, man. I stumbled upon that for real. You know, as a kid, you always think that you might have what it takes. Yeah. As a kid, you just don't see yourself not ever, trying to be an actor or whatever, And like I said, shout out to Larry Glenn too, because Larry Glenn got me like my first role for a Snoop Dogg. Was Surviving Compton.
That shit was on a Lifetime or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Lifetime film. They gave me a little 15 seconds and stuff like that. But
town, man.
Yeah, man, I felt like I put us on the map with that one. Like, and, it was just a blessing to have somebody just not even, it didn't cost him nothing. He didn't have to say my name, but, he spoke my name into existence as far as what the role was. And it was like, they accepted me right after that. It didn't even take too much for real. Like, so... it's just, that's one of the things where I be telling people, like, man, it don't cost to show no love. Like, you see somebody doing something positive, man, shout them out. Like, it means everything to us. Don't think that it don't. Like, we will probably go to sleep, and you probably like one of the last people on our minds because you went to the extra mile to be like, spotlight. Yeah. Shine some light on him, And
that shit come back around, too.
Like, yeah, like... And but back to that the flames.
Yeah, back to the flames.
Yeah, bro. Like, I always wanted to be like a performer. So, like, I always wanted to do more than just get on the stage and rap. So, like, when I started doing research, Donason Flame, I started adding a whole bunch of fire in my shit, and then it was like, you know what, just learn, rehearse,
make
signature sure don't mess up, and get on the stage and do something with some props, And I think it's more, you don't just, when you start writing, I think the results should be on the stage. It shouldn't stop at a music video. It shouldn't stop somewhere where somebody's saying that's dope. Like,
it's my guy right here, man. We about to jump right back into this after this. We are back. You know what I'm saying? One of the hottest podcasts is out. No Topic with my boy, Don Flame.
Don Flame.
And we actually, it's weird. We grew up together. Like, we actually like family in a way.
Yeah, because we shared a cousin. We share a cousin.
Cousin or uncle. You know what I'm saying?
I left Uncle Scotty at the airport. That's what he said. He said he called me. He was like, you left me at the airport. I'm like, he's like, I had to drive back. I'm like, Uncle, you drove yourself there.
I love him to death. He's the funniest person in the world, man. And he's actually my uncle by marriage, but not really in my eyes. And Uncle, I know you're going to see this, you know what I'm saying? He's actually like more than, he's like a father figure to me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he's a good guy.
Best people you'll ever meet, man. He funny as hell, man.
I always go to his house and make sure he cooking something.
Always got that strap on him.
Bro, he always pull a gun on you when you go.
Yeah, he used to, man.
Like, bro, every time I go there, bro, he pulled a gun out on me. I'm like, you know what?
He used to have a little Derringer, like a 2-shot Derringer.
I'll be telling Pam, I'll be like, tell him stop putting that gun on me.
But yeah, okay. When did you start rapping? When did you have the ability? When did you even start thinking the patterns in your head? Like, I can do this shit myself.
The moment I thought I could rap, and it's funny though, bro, because it's like, the moment I thought I could rap, my mother was in the kitchen freestyling.
For real?
Yeah, and my mom would freestyle all the time. And like, she had like this DJ Slick Rick type freestyle. And it was always one syllables and stuff like that, punchlines, but she always rhymed and it always made sense accordingly to what we were doing at the time. And I, as a kid, it's like, whoa, you way too good for that, all that stuff to make sense, at this present moment. And she would do it accurately all the time for fun. And so I thought, like, I really thought that she was a rapper. I'm like, man, she might just be playing around, but she good. Like, And so it literally, she don't really know this, but like she don't know, like rest in peace. But she never knew that it sparked my interest in music, you know. And right after that, you just called me writing. I was writing, and then next thing you know,
how old was you?
I was about like maybe 7 years old, and I would never rap. I just would write. And then 4th grade hit, and then you know, you got like in Middletown, you got like what they would call like the suburban side, and then you got the hood.
Yeah.
Well, I lived in like mid-suburban side, so I really wasn't exposed to the hood until like, you know, consistently until like the
Woodline?
age of like 8. Yeah, it all happened on Woodline. Like, so when we moved over there, it was just like, you know, McKinley hit. Everybody in school was rapping at the time. You know, it just wasn't like a cool thing. Like everybody you knew wasn't doing just at the school. And I would beatbox for everybody because I was basically too shy to spit what I had, you know. And like a year probably went by. We'd be recording on this little bitty box and stuff like that. We really thought we was really doing something.
That's funny. We went through the same exact thing, recording on fucking karaoke machines.
Yeah, like I mean,
hype
tape recorder. We rewind it, play it back. I'd be in the background just beatboxing. Aaron Shields. No, not Aaron Shields. Aaron Johnson.
Okay.
Aaron Johnson.
Another rapper.
Deontay Peebles.
And they all got bars.
Elijah.
Yeah.
My brother.
Shout out Martell, man. He got bars too, man.
They used to call us Little Pups.
Little Pups, that's y'all name. Little Pups.
And Aaron had all the bars. Aaron had all the bars.
He still got bars. That's the funny. He got bars, man.
Hey, what's funny is that when I mention this and they see it, they gonna be like, "Damn, bro, this nigga remember Lil Pups."
Pups. That was y'all group or just like you?
It was. I remember it because it was like my finessing point in music. You know what I mean? And I don't know if they was like Lil Pups for real, but I'm like, shit, I'm Lil Pups right now. I'm y'all beat maker.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm with the beatboxing and shit. Like, but I got tired of doing that, and you know, everybody always had bars and shit. Like, so. It was just like a build-up stage. So by the time when I was ready, I don't think nobody was ready for it. You know what I mean? It was more of a, damn, I really didn't know you know how to do this. And not only do you know how to do it, you can do it very well.
I remember I was shocked when I knew you rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you was beastie too.
It was a thing to where I let people just surpass me or get ahead of me, and you know, and I always thought that my time came, but I had to take my moment, you know, like I had to take my moment.
Shit, picture being under fucking Donald Kent and Deontay.
Oh man,
I used to be trash, but I kept going to
Pete Pistol.
Yeah, Pete Pistol, yeah.
Bro, beat under them.
All them. B Guts.
Guts.
Willie
was going crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, man, how the hell am I get my name popping?
Right.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
being under them recording all the time.
Right.
And you hear Bula come out with a dope ass verse. Deontay always got a dope ass verse or a dope ass hook. I'm like, fuck, I'm my little bars.
We be doing like beef tracks with cats, and Willie Hunter would be hosting both sides. I'd be like, damn, Willie, you gonna get your house shut up.
Hey, Willie a legend. That's dope.
Yeah, Willie, he goes down. Is most tracks ever recorded in Middletown. Like, real shit. But yeah.
So is SOS still like, y'all still like a team?
Yeah, we still more of a team, a unit. You know, we still work together in music. Me and Dre, my brother, he really don't work on music as much, but there's always room for we gonna do that. You know, I've set aside a lot of music that I've done with SOS strictly because, you know, I wanted to focus on what I had to offer to the game.
Yeah.
You know, when I started this shit, like, I started an individual artist, you know? So I always felt like that's how I was going to end up being, you know? And things just working better for me as far as the movement goes. I don't have to worry about nobody being on my time, vice versa, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of times when you are in a group, I'm just going to say what everybody think. When you're in a group, you might have time that other people might not have at that point. I was just about
to say all that.
And, you know, and my team, we come with respect and we come correct. So they speak up when they let you know, like, you know, I might not have the time to do this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, pursue your goals and your future because this is not happening for me right now. And I respect that more than anything. You know, the one thing you can't do is play with somebody's time.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a great thing because not only allows me to travel and get my message over here, it allows them to travel and get their message over there, and we still representing the same thing. And that's just a good way to look at it, you know what I mean? And that's just what's real.
So this is a part of your story, just like BDT, man. We was popping and popping and popping, but we all eventually had kids. My brother moved to Louisville. Amez had his kid, and I was kind of done rapping. I was like, fuck, I'm going to just do it myself. Nothing against them. Man, I still rap BDT.
It's just almost like, family. What do you do?
Yeah.
Like, you want me to stop?
It's weird because I found like no diss shots, but I found more success when I did it solo. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was for real. To me, it wasn't really. It was just more of when it comes to decision making skills, you're not gonna have nobody saying no. So that was like had a pro and a con. You know what I mean? It was more or less like, can't nobody stop none of my decision making skills, but at the same time, I'm gonna need people around me that's still gonna be like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Because you once you leave or technically leave the group, you on your own like that. You know, it's up to you to manage your own and maintain your own character. You know what I mean? And you know, it was sometimes you find yourself doing some things you really don't even want to do. And I mean, that comes with the job initially, but you know, when you are by yourself as a rap artist, you know, you figure you find yourself making a lot of, you know, decisions by yourself, and like I said, that could be a pro and a con, you know.
Hell yeah, man, just like me, I do everything by myself, from music to promoting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you spoke some shit to me, like, at the bar, like, hey, bro, like, this coast to coast, you know what I'm saying? You got people backing you with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just you going to a studio and being with other producers and shit, like, they give me motivation, because I know eventually I'm going to have to be in the studio with somebody else and trust somebody else. Like, so you give me motivation in that by itself, man.
And see, when I do that, man, it's almost like, it's like what you said, the trusting with the music, but the only way I could trust people with my music is owning all my music, you know what I mean? So all I had to do was trust people on how to move it, you know? And I always looked up to artists that really got it out the mud. I'm talking about the artists that we all see and known as a hard worker and can't nobody, and you know, you just put them in the given list, you know? So I basically research what they do. I might not listen to them every day, all day, but I watch their craft and watch how they move, you know, and watch how they conduct business. And it's like, I want my own shit, you know? I don't want to have, like, I've been working on this music for a long time, and I don't just want to just give it away at the price of my soul.
So you want to be independent?
Yeah, like, I want to be independent to where it's like, I want to make my own money. I want to make money through my own stream and downloads. I want to be able to, man, next year, I want to be able to start my own record company, my own record label and sign artists, but to the degree of, I want to show them how they can make their own money and manage themselves. Because a lot of people think it's hard as hell, but when you want to do something so bad, things just start falling into place, whether you like it or not.
Because your focus, too.
Passion,
you just manifesting shit by itself is doing it for you.
If you got the passion, everything else just start falling into place. It might not happen when you want it to, you know, not right at that time. But I swear, all you got to do is work hard and work smart, you know, stay down when everybody else is doing one thing, you know, like, I had an A&R rep from Atlantic Records, like the day before a competition, tell me not to do a song that I had performed in front of them, in front of nobody. Like, the first time I ever performed it, he told me it was a great song, that I shouldn't perform it because he felt that I might have something better to offer to the crowd.
How'd you take that in? Was it like, man, this shit hard? What you mean? Or did you?
No, like as an artist, you get emotional because you it's your music.
You're your biggest critic too.
Yeah, and so you got to think about like what he means by that. So I asked him to elaborate, and you know, he was just like, just basically my performance and something about the sound bites of the song. It didn't sound like too much greater quality. And I remember spending a lot of money on it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know what he really talking about. I'm trying to, you know, understand. But I had to be like, you know what? I came here a long distance. I'm not about to switch the plan up. You know, tomorrow this song is I'm finna show you people if this song finna make it or not. And that next day I performed that song. ain't nobody in the crowd, come from so many thousand miles away and won. So
That's the Cleveland one, wasn't it?
A lot of
Hell
times
yeah.
you think to where like you gotta listen to somebody because they're in a higher statue of you. You know, they seen it all, they done it all twice. Like,
Hey,
I was really running on the fact
the
that
game right here.
I might
That
have to
shit
listen
real.
to this dude.
Hey, we all been through that shit.
But and like the light bulb just clicked on and was like, bruh, you had
shit
a
real.
you thought that song for a reason though. Like it ain't no reason why you should be just switching the plan up right now. Like your whole plan B is to be enforcing plan A. Bruh. You know what I mean? Like
trust your gut feeling.
Yeah, so that's when I really had to trust my gut feeling. I went on the stage and I ain't gonna lie, I even performed. But yeah, man, I had to challenge myself and I was thinking like, what better way to challenge yourself than to, you know, invest in yourself for one. And when I was investing in myself, I had to spend like $300 on, you know, stepping on the stage to compete for a shot, you know, with one song. You know, a lot of artists won't even do that. They be like, nah, $300, one song. Nah, I ain't about to do that. Only because they might not believe in themselves.
I was just about to say, because you believe in yourself.
You know, or they might just not have them funds. You know what I mean? But, like, I wanted to challenge myself. So it was like, go there. Do it in a place where don't nobody know you.
Like, you know you the
ain't
shit.
got to force the issue when it comes to somebody clapping for you. It really came real. You know, I was running low on funds around that time anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I was going to have a riddle put in play. I had to call somebody who just,
That's just a story to tell too, because like I said, this podcast is for the everyday struggle. Like shit like that is what make. That's why I love the podcast, man, because it's letting somebody else know that somebody going through the same thing as them. You know what I'm saying?
And like, that's what I really would encourage people, man. Is don't stop digging, man, because like the treasure could be right there, and you just want to give up. And the moment you give up, you know, somebody else gonna start digging in your spot because it was a little easier where you started from. You know,
that's motivation to me.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, man, I went there, all odds against me. You know, I had won like 2 years prior to that, so that's what I was really running off of energy. You know what I'm saying? And when I won in Cleveland, it was like, all right, you got this, because this crowd was crazy and it was real disrespectful. You know what I mean? They gave a nigga his respect when I was inside there. You know what I mean?
It's fire.
I went to Houston. I ended up getting second place in Houston, but that's like one of the biggest cities that you could ever compete in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Money town.
I lost to a female, but she was dope. I ain't gonna lie, she was dope. She was dope as shit. You know, and the great thing about it is when I left there, I really didn't feel like, you know, I lost anything, because, you know, I was doing that whole week. I was doing things I've never done in my life before. You know, even, you know, winning was just like a small increment, you know, on that platform. But it's more of the experience of just moving around and understanding that it is more outside this small city. And, you know, a lot of people, they always strive. I want to be the best in my city. I want to be the best in my city. Well, you know, I was told that I was meant for the world. You know,
that's deep.
And if it ever come down to it, you could have a city. You know?
Ooh, while we on that topic, who your top 5 favorite rappers in Middletown?
Ooh, let me get them in their feelings.
I gotta do this with the rappers on here.
I gotta get them in their feelings. I'm about to get them in their feelings. In order.
It don't gotta
in order.
I'm about to say, it don't gotta be in order either.
Hey, this is one of the crazy things. I know that your podcast going to be getting a lot of views. Hey, come see me if you think you better, for real. I ain't talking about no disrespectful stuff or nothing like that. You know? I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of people that's like, man, I got this, I got that, I got that clout. Man, come see Don Flame, because I don't play. You know, I don't play. I don't choke. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
So, with that being said, man, number 1 goes to myself. I really feel like I'm a hard-working artist, and I don't just be saying it like, oh, he gonna give it to himself. Like, I work hard as hell, and I really don't know a lot of artists that do what I do around where I'm at, you know. And I'm not saying that I'm better than them or nothing like that. It's just like,
gotta put yourself first.
I work hard as
hell. If you don't think you the best,
like
why
doing
do
what
it?
I do with all the time that I got, with that 9 to 5, with 2-3 different other hustles. You know what I still make the music happen. You know, I just don't stop at no music video. I don't stop at, you know, that was dope, wasn't it, cuz? That was dope, wasn't it, Unc? Like,
that's what I'm talking about right
I'm
here,
trying to
man.
get the whole country to hear me first before I even go outside the country. You
Put
know
you
what
up
I mean?
on game,
like,
man. That's what this podcast for right here.
And the movies and all that stuff was just to get people to understand there's other things that I do as far as the music. You know what I mean? I work very hard. You know, I'm gonna put myself as number one. You know, and this ain't even no messed up shit for real, bro. Like, a lot of people might not even know this dude, but Lil 30.
Who is it?
You know, Greg. You know Greg? You don't know Lil 30 from Baltimore?
He locked up right now?
He just got out.
I think I know you're talking about.
And he's more of like a poet. You know, he's like the only person that I know that comes real close to what Tupac used to do. That's you know, dope. And that's the stuff that really affected me. So when you about to hear this top 5 and stuff, you about to hear them lyricists, you know what I'm saying? Not stuff that like the impact and nothing like that. What people did strictly off their bars, you know what I mean? Lil 30.
Shout out Lil 30.
I'm gonna get a next one to Low Key. Yeah, I'm gonna get a next one Low Key.
So unique. What's good with it?
He provides hella content.
Low Key, what's poppin'?
He provides hella bars.
Bars.
You know, he had that brain on him. Like when he rapped, you could tell he was the brains of the operation. Like, you know,
he nice,
like,
man.
And it was like real lethal. He hit you with a lot of free game.
Bro, we got talent here, man. Low key, man. What's good?
Yeah, like see, this fire heavy, hard ass hitters, bro. I got hard hitters on my. Let me see.
What was that? Okay, one.
I got me. I got 30. I got Low Key.
There's so much talent, man. That shit hard.
Let me see.
It's too much talent here, man.
I don't know. Let me see. That was what we on number 4 right now. We number 4. I'm gonna go with this dude right here. And you know why I'm gonna go with him?
Oh, I made it
because he wasn't never afraid to really tell you how his personal life was. He wasn't afraid to fake it on the mic. That's one thing he did not do, and it was all real. And that's one thing I could respect, you know. And then on top of that, though, his approach was like, all right, if you're going to have this approach, what you going to do with it? And he spazzes on the mic. I'm talking when you can like take like 6 bars, slow it down, speed it up 6 bars, slow it back down. It was like the different creativity that you brought to the game. And then your work ethic with the music when it was coming back to back. And I'm like, oh, he ain't gonna let up. You made me work hard. I'm like, oh, they're not gonna remember Don Flame. I'm like, they're not gonna remember me. Because I remember at one point in time you came out with video after video. Not only that though, your performance game is crazy. And see, that's what I look at.
And we perform together, just right. We perform together.
And see, that's what I look at as
like
artists.
3 times.
I was always like, man, who got the you know, the whole package, the care package, the, you know, the what we need right now, and not only that, the what we want. I think I've watched you get older crowds mixed in with younger crowds, the youngest of crowds, and put them both together and have a party. Like I've seen you get on like rooftops and go crazy, like, and that's what I like about artists. You know what I'm saying? Artistry too is the presentation that you have after the studio. You know.
Man, that's dope, man.
So
like, just know you in my top 5 too. I already told you earlier before the podcast started. You already know that's no question.
Yeah, because I was like,
automatic. Top
I gotta
5
work
spot.
harder. This nigga, I don't know what you was doing. It's almost like you stayed down and was like, I'm gonna develop this, and that way I can just chill and then just release when I want. You know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all got tired of this?
Like I said,
resubmit.
like I said, I sent him a track to collab on. He fucked me up, and I should have known better. Like, just because I don't know what it is. Like, I know we gotta go back to the top 5. I don't know what it is. Like, I think he knows. Like, okay, D-Mitch sent me a track. I'm
about to go crazy.
Low key, I gotta expose him too on the low key side. You know what I'm saying? And if it did it, man, we did a track called City Jumping back in the. Man, that shit. I wish I could find that track because that shit was to this day. That shit.
Hey, bro,
hard.
I might still have it, bro, on this type of computer too.
But that shit was dope. But like,
Donald Kent was on it.
Yep. Donald Kent, that man, City Jumping. I think just me, you, and him.
Oh, okay.
But that shit was fire. But like, when I sent him that track, I knew like, okay, I was nervous when he sent me that shit back.
Yeah,
I was like, I did just like this. Like,
And see, I knew what I was doing too. I ain't gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen. I knew what I was doing.
He
I knew
ain't
what I was
playing
doing.
around.
I had used to go through that, you know what I mean, through the years of my my rapping days. It's always like I used to picture myself just losing against everybody on the track. Because when we was kids, we did tracks like 5 features at all times. So it was always that competitive
who trying to
level.
get the best spot?
Yeah, like I know in my mind, it don't matter if we not trying to compete. I know the viewers is gonna be like, who harder?
Man, that's so smart.
You know what I
I
mean?
wouldn't even fucking. I don't know, man.
Like,
I ain't got no excuses, but
like-
like when I look back on that track, I was like, I should have came at a whole different.
And I knew you could too. I knew you could. I'm like, it was. I think it was the approach. You know, sometimes you be like, man, I don't even like this beat, man. And then you be like, man, hold on, bruh. Let me,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And he be like, oh, damn, so that's what we can do to it.
And that's funny because that goes back to the point when you going in the actual studio with producers, they can give you different avenues.
Yeah.
I do everything by myself,
Yeah,
and he
it's a
came with a different
different
approach.
energy. Yeah.
And he recorded in a professional studio.
Right.
Like he came with a whole different. I was like,
The
damn.
energy was just different, you know. And when you
Yeah.
get the opportunity, like I told him, I was like, you know, the music is gonna be really different. If I had the opportunity to write in a studio, if I had that type of time to just and money to waste, you know, when you're dealing with independent artists, I'm just gonna let y'all know. Well, I don't know I like saving my money and putting it in the best places possible, especially when you got different type of hustles and different type of avenues you want to be successful in. So I'm not the type of person that's gonna spend and give you $100 just so I can write in your studio. By the time I get to your studio, that shit already here, like 100,000 times, and I'm performing it to the mic, not really saying it. You know, so like when you hear it, it's gonna paint a picture. You know, instead of just it sound like that nigga reading. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not trying to waste no time. And when you basically develop so many years in doing this stuff, you just know when to, you know where to save money at, and you gotta be dope if you want to save some money. Like them one takes, they count.
That makes sense,
They
and I
count.
appreciate you for even
No problem,
putting me
man.
on the top 5.
No
that
problem.
means a lot coming from you, man.
But for the last one, let's not forget this last one. And you know what? I'm real talk. I'm gonna give it to one of the up and coming artists in Middletown. I feel like, you know, when it comes to Middletown, street credibility is everything. No matter what your background is, everybody want to know that you're a stand-up type of person. Sosa Corleone, he has been impressing me with his music lately, you know what I mean? And you can't ignore it. You can't ignore that.
Shout out Sosa, man. You go in, man.
Everybody to check and follow him. Sosa Corleone. I'm not sure, he might have been going under a different name, but yeah, I've been following him too. So he been on my,
same here, man. He been
fits
popping
the top
videos
5.
out too.
Yeah, he fits the top 5. If I was to put everybody I named on a track, bruh, it'd probably be like a imbalance in chemistry. Like,
Yeah, it'd be. There's so
song-
many different lanes.
Would it be safe to say the song is be so dope that it's whack?
Nah, it'd be so many different lanes though,
Bruh,
Like,
it'd be crazy. Like
I said, cause I ain't a street rapper, but when I go on the track, I go in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what we
instead
really
of switch
need to
up, switch the fuck up.
do. But yeah, the top 5 would probably go to Sosa, man. He earned a spot, and I ain't gonna
Like I
lie,
said.
my spot sometimes from Middletown, it might change up a little bit. It's all about what you basically pinpointed on for an all-round basis. Yeah. I think I covered a lot lyrically because I was always about a person that what you got to say. What was it all about? Was it true? And for these people, I'm able to do my research by just being a witness. And
You said my youngest is on it.
Yeah,
my youngest is on it.
Yeah, so it was just like my top 5 is very resourceful. Highly educated. They what we call up and coming OGs in the game. And
I think we OGs now, man. No offense to
I've been called it twice. I kind of ignore it. You want to be
like, no offense to Player Michael played it. None of the older cats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, y'all the OGs. Y'all know y'all the OGs. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
Triples now.
Yeah, but we've been in this for a long time.
Bruh, we've been in for a long time.
A long time.
A long time. And it's just, like I said, man, it's fun when you still got it. And when you got the energy for it, though, like I said, I got the energy for it. Like, I might be what they call musically rap old. Like I'm 29, you know what I'm saying? But I'm independently correct. You know, I made sure I own myself before I even felt like I gotta get something up. What I gotta give up? My shit? Like that I'm making money off of?
Black don't crack though.
Like, yeah,
somebody
like,
thought I was 25 the other day.
And the bars are still there, and I can still go where I want it, you know, and I still make money off my shows, my streams and downloads.
We new to the world.
Yeah, like, and I mean that how this is going somewhere, y'all. It's going somewhere, brother. For real. Like seeing this is not just seeing a stamp. It's seeing more like a unity because it's like. And correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all gonna take
yesterday.
Like,
this is a unit.
It's like unity, you know. Like I feel like I'm a part of it. You know, what I mean? Like,
everybody's
like
Ohio family.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm a part of it.
It's not like you can't. But everybody's Ohio family that I fuck with. To me and my brand, just like Joey, he make STA shit. He always say STA Mitch. I'm a part of that brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everybody.
See, I've done the work with STA. We had some Don Flame. I did that model. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like. I feel like I'm a part of that too, you know. It's just like it's like synchronizing, you know, and ships. You know,
that's how I gotta be if we want to come up together.
You know, just like Gilly said, man, it don't cost to show love, bro.
It
don't cost to show love, bro.
I watch his podcast, like, Gilly, my dude.
And a lot of these cats still can't afford it. You know what I mean? Like, and. I don't know, man. Maybe I just might be talking to myself. But,
nah, hell no, you know, bro. You already know I'm right here with you.
Probably take it like at the beginning of this clip and fast forward it. You probably see how fast we got drunk. No.
Bro, I'm lit. I ain't gonna front you. I'm a lightweight.
Real shit.
But we done had so many lit nights though. Like the time after Unc's house that one day. Like we went to the Phoenix.
Oh, bro, we was lit.
But that was a dope night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like, see, right after that, I ended up going to Miami. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Miami. With
Yeah. Isaiah, shout out Isaiah.
Yeah.
Shout out Lindsay.
Yeah, that's when I did the little coast
Houston
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just been, you know, you take a look back on my life and like 2-3 years ago, and it really wasn't where I wanted to go. You know, I had to take control of what I wanted to do, and it wasn't just talk. I'm not just talking to you. I literally had to take a look at where I wanted to be, and then it wasn't nothing stopping me but myself. And you know, it's obstacles and all that stuff. You got to stay down for the come up. You know, the 1-2, but you gotta believe that you're gonna make it out, man. And that's the beautiful part, is seeing yourself just constantly making it. You know, the story ain't over, but I can see myself where I was and where I am now, and I ain't gonna complain at all.
But that's dope. Like, just like when I was bouncing at the bar, you done talk to me minutes. I was like, bruh, get on it. Like when I was in my downtime, like you said, I'd be making music, putting videos out.
Yeah.
And get I hit a wall, boom.
Yeah.
Like I said, that come with being in that relationship and shit and trying to be for everybody else. But like, he'd be like, bruh, come on. Like, you need to go because we getting older. Like, this shit ain't stopping. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
only because, like, when you inspired by individuals, you're gonna do things to motivate them to help keep you inspired. So even if you have an idol, if you able to reach your idol, if you see your idol or whoever inspiring you, if they slowing down or if they doing something different, you're going to be very curious as to what they're doing. So you're going to be like, hey, what are you doing? You know, you need to do this because, you know, I ain't want to tell you, but you help me move. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, it's like like you said, a unit. You know, I can't really... This is the reason why I'm functioning right now, is because I seen you functioning. I seen you making it work. Show me my next step. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to be like, I don't know what to do.
But that's so
Let me
dope.
pass this off to you so you can
that's why I
guide
fuck with
me.
you. Because
and you know, it's very hard, bro. It's hard to drop your pride and say that. But I know that the ship sinks if I don't save it soon. You know what I mean?
Like, back to when I dropped my pride, it was like, hey, bro, we ain't doing no video to that song, bro.
Right. Hey, he just came out and told me. I was kind of feeling the energy. I just had to make him say it because I was like, too into it.
I ain't putting that out.
Because like I said, you had caught me in the middle of my having to prove something to myself. Like I really... Like, it kills me when people say, I ain't got nothing to prove. I ain't got nothing to prove. Like, damn, the moment we ain't got nothing to prove, we dead. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you still got something to prove to your kids, don't you? You still got something to prove to yourself, don't you? There's a lot of things that you haven't accomplished, haven't you? There's some proving to do. You know what I mean? Like, so it was like, nah, dog, I'm going to make you say this. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I had stumbled upon like one of the greatest verses I ever wrote. I felt, you know, and so it was like,
shit,
I'm gonna live through that.
Bro,
you know what I
you
mean? I'm gonna
fucking-
live through it, like, and you know, when you told me like, listen, bro, the song is yours. I'm like,
I think you can take me off.
I ain't gonna
you
lie,
completed
bro.
it. Even if you watch it,
I'm
go
like,
back.
how the fuck am I gonna get the rights to this shit?
Nah,
like, you sent
if-
me a copy
bruh.
that had just your part. I'll put a part on it. I gotta pick a part. You know, pick it apart.
Nah, if you go back on YouTube and watch my birthday, because I did a show on my
Okay.
birthday, bro, go back and watch that, man. It was hype. When you start doing your verse, hey, bro, hey, bro, I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like I ain't doing no video to this
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie, I seen it. And I was even seeing, like, after you told me you had impute that in the air to where you was like, look, it ain't about to happen. So I like started seeing parts in the video in my mind where it won't happen.
Like, bro,
I'm like, well, it ain't gonna happen. Like,
can you see? Like, it was
I seen it. I
the
seen it.
vibes were so different. Like
it
I
was
said,
like the energy here and the energy here.
Yeah.
And it was like, you could have went a different route. I noticed you could have. You know
but
what I'm saying?
back to what you said. You was going to the studio. You paying your own money, so
Right.
you gonna give it all you got.
Right.
I'm probably did that putting the kids to bed. Let me hurry and do this real quick.
Right.
So when you did that, I'm like,
Right.
oh
So-
shit,
so-
I don't want to. I can't put that out because I
Right.
want it to be better because I know I'm better than what I did.
Understood.
Let me empty my mind.
Yeah. And see, when you able to have like, when it's all up, man, people don't know, when it's all about the music and you can be all about the music, that's when you got like the best music for real. Like,
Straight the fuck up.
I ain't gonna lie. When you got all the time and the
Bro, that shit
financial
dope.
status at your beck and call,
Yeah.
it's like the music is about to be great, ladies and gentlemen. But it's like when you got stuff on your mind, that's just the time to write for real. You know, it's no time to lay nothing down. Like,
It was dope because like he not over there like, oh, D Mitch making excuses. I just admit I went harder than you, which he did go harder than me. Like, but he understands like my point of view, like where I'm
Yeah.
coming from with it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm better than D Mitch.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. If I had felt like I don't want to do that song because of my part, I'd have been like, listen, bro, it's not about to happen. I'd have told you this is what you told me. And I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have procrastinated this as long as you did. You know what I mean? The moment where I would have, like, you'd have called my bluff is when you'd have showed up and like, look, I got the money, I got Doug on standby, we're ready, you know, and I'd have been like, listen, bro.
Bro, that's all. It's gonna be
Yeah,
new
man.
to y'all. You know what I'm saying? If he happened to come out with it, but that, you know what I'm saying? That shit been out a little minute, and I've been
got a little
procrastinating.
SoundCloud, but you know people don't
No.
just
Yeah.
go in streets.
But I've been
SoundCloud,
procrastinating right now. But y'all can go listen to it. It's a dope track. I think my verse went in. My wave is different, but he
I think
went.
I think it's real different.
I was talking
as
to
far
him.
as, like,
I sent this
verses.
to, bro. I recently sent this to one of my homies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out TT. What's so good with it? And she was like, "Oh yeah, he snapped." But you snap too, B. Yeah, he snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
It was one of them things where you gotta have like an understanding. See, you gotta have an understanding with me when you do a track with me. You gotta ask me how I'm feeling at the time. You know,
But no, that's real because like, but I had my when I made me and Amez made the track. Got my back.
Yeah.
Who got my back?
Yeah.
But that was one of the moments, like one of my favorite verses because I was in that. But I feel like I was unstoppable. I was like, okay, this shit about to be dope. When I made that fucking.
how I always approach songs was that I always used to be like, all right, like I said, man, you're a fan of music yourself anyway. Like you hear, all right, let's just give an example. You hear a G Unit track, you hear 50 Cent, you hear Lloyd Banks, you hear Young Buck. Your minds automatically start picking apart who went the hardest.
Oh, for sure.
If you hear just anything as far as features, your mind gonna start judging no matter what. You can try his best not to. I don't know anybody who doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even if you keep it to yourself, but your mind always goes to who went a little harder.
Bruh.
I'm constantly concerned about that.
That's why I didn't put the fucking track
I'm
out.
constantly concerned about
And we
that
didn't
shit.
record the track together. You know, when you
Like,
record with somebody, you hear what kind of.
yeah, you
you hear what they
hear
going.
that
Oh,
He sent
He
me
going over
this
there.
shit. He
Yeah,
sent it to me.
dun,
Like
dun, dun.
industry artists do.
Oh, I hear him over there writing like that. Oh, cause remember back in the day when we was younger, we was writing shit. I hear
Right,
Bula,
yeah.
Lenore over there doing something.
yeah, I
Oh,
got
he going
you.
like this.
Oh, yeah, I
Or I hear
got
our man
you.
start
I
going
got
fast.
you.
I gotta start going fast now. Like I didn't have that. But anyways, you remember that track?
With the
I ain't
chemistry
scared
was
to say it.
imbalanced.
It was on some
Yeah.
random shit. I made a track. I'm gonna send this to Don Flame.
Yeah.
I could see, and I said I could see him on it. Of course I did. Of course I did. I ain't afraid to say it. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope though, bro. That's dope because not only does
That's a banger. It's a banger.
It helped feed me as an artist, but at the same time, I know what it did to him, and that's why I was like, it kind of like sending trembles through my skin. After I started hearing the other songs, I was like, oh yeah, he doing this shit because he heard this song. So he just snapping on every song now, bro. I'm like, he's snapping on everything. So I'm sitting here like, I gotta go back to the pen and pad because this nigga got some magic right now.
Nah, but like, back to you, man. It's a dope dude. I ain't afraid to miss shit, man. He a dope rapper. I will never take nothing from this guy, man. He's very talented. I like all his music. I basically know that one track I did that, you know, Pistons on Bodies like it is a hobby to be pulling through Yetis, be pulling outside.
Y'all don't want to hear it.
You know what I'm saying? We back. This is all straight raw. This ain't no type of constructed formula, no script. This straight raw.
None of that. No script.
We just hanging out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and ladies and gentlemen, this is like one of the best podcasts I've ever been on.
It's a classic.
The streams, the views is gonna go up on this, man. This is natural living. You know, we've known each other for a long time. It goes way before the music. We talking middle school, before middle school. Y'all went to McKinley?
I don't remember the first time. Yeah.
Then we in there.
I don't remember the first time I met you type shit. I don't remember like the first time. That's where I met you.
Yeah, I think it was just naturally mutual friends.
Staying at Cupcake's house when they had the swimming pool on Daniel Court back in the day.
I tried to call him that, bro. I tried to call him Cupcake. He won't let me. He put his gun out on me when I called him.
Say that.
He put his gun out on me when I called him that.
We weren't supposed to say Cupcake.
We gonna keep it raw. We gonna keep it dry on who Cupcake is. So, but you know, yes, it's insider. You know, but yeah, for the artists, you know, that feel like, you know, they just now starting, or even artists that don't really got no support, and if you believe in yourself, you're gonna find out real soon how far, you know what I'm saying, you can go, or you know what you got as far as what to offer to the game. You know, I stepped on a scene and it was like, it felt real natural to me because it was like, this is what I wanted to do. A lot of people be so scared and they'll just like, they just won't do certain things because of their fear. And I was like, I don't want to be one of them dudes where, you know, my fear stops me from doing the thing that I want to do the most in the world, you know? And I was like, just do that shit. What's the worst that could happen? A boo?
You got to start somewhere.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit gonna happen. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens to a lot of people. You know, I just think that if you don't give it a shot, it'll never happen. You know?
And it won't start off quick. Like, I remember BDT doing a show with our people only in the crowd. Shit. Right. It was literally our people we brought and maybe a couple people at the bar or something in the crowd type shit.
And we're not speaking on a standpoint of, oh, we already made it. We just making it. You know,
putting you up on game.
We understanding that it's this time right now is the best time to be living in the moment, because when the shit speed up, you gonna miss these times. You know what I mean? Like, and as an independent artist, I allow myself to, you know, do what I want to do. You know, I want to progress, and to the point where my value is so crazy to where I don't gotta go nowhere. Y'all come to see me to see what the fuss is about, you know. And you personally ain't even gotta believe in me. It's just something that's happening, whether you believe it or not. You know, you gotta be able to see things that other people ain't gonna see at the time. You gotta be able to listen to people when you really don't want to, when you want to rebel. You got to be able to stand up and take a couple punches to the stomach when you really don't want to. You got to get up and go to do your 9 to 5 and forget what everybody what everybody talking about, oh, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. Like, nah, like, do what you need to do so you can live your dreams, because time is very limited out here.
We got one life. And back to what you said, like, when that fame hit, like you said earlier, you're going to miss the times like we having right now, because you ain't going to be able to do that even though you want to. But your life going to be on a whole different level, because it's really levels to life. Like, once you hit that type of life, it's going to be hard to, like, come back to the city and just walk freely. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I really think you're on the verge of something big, and you're going to be major
And I appreciate that too, because that brings life to me. It lets me know, like, you know, you're on the right track. I don't surround myself with people who just gonna lie to you, who gonna tell you, like, you know, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, and it's a lie. Like, I've projected to the image for people to believe in me. So when they tell me something, it's only because of what I've shown them. I've shown them and given them a reason to believe in something. And when you don't give yourself that reason, a lot of people not gonna see your picture. It's up to us to make that picture a little bit more vivid. We are the artists, you know. It's not up to my aunt or my uncle to believe in me. You know, and a lot of times you can't take it as, oh, y'all just riding the bandwagon when somebody do come up, because they couldn't see where you was painting that picture. They couldn't understand that. A lot of people deal with life and they might, man, I believe in him, but, you know, we might not make it as a city. And you make it, and you making it. And a lot of people won't see that, and it's not their fault. It's just, you know, it's up to you to make that picture a little bit more vivid. You know?
Hell yeah. And I got a question just like I asked Envy when he was on here. Like, what do you think it takes, like, to bring Middletown artists or anybody doing something big for the city? What do you think it takes, like, to bring us together? Without nobody, you know, you doing something big and everybody really hating on the low key side. They don't want to give you hey, good job. Well, I like that shit. I mean,
honestly, like, a lot of people always wanted to take the work, divide it. We wanted to show each other, you know, how great we were. And we already knew it. You know, we need to show the world this. And to really show the world, in my opinion, I'm gonna say something that we've never tried. We ain't never put one person on a pedestal. We ain't never came together as a city and saying, not just this person, that person, that person. Listen, man, it ain't even gotta be me. I ain't even gotta be the dude. But we got to pick somebody that represents all of us as a whole. We can't just be like this dude, this dude, this dude, and this dude, because all you're going to do is just get competition of what we know. Yeah. We know to compete against each other. So what I think is that we should just be like, just give it all to one person.
Right. He doing all the work right now. He
exhaust
got the shine.
All the resources to somebody who really believe in themselves, exhausting the resources, you know, investing in themselves, and just in case nobody else does, you know, and all they need is that extra boost from their city to say, hold on, wait, we know y'all dope, we know you dope. It might not be your turn yet, but we got to push this dude. Yeah. This the closest to hard working we've ever seen. We need to push this shit. And real. When you focus on a lot of different people, then you're not gonna get great results. But when you focus on something, on one thing, then you're able to accomplish way more. That's just my opinion.
Especially when they got the talent. You know,
I just say, like, just risk it.
Yeah,
pick it.
What can hurt from it?
You know, yeah, like, and you know, like,
life goes on too.
Right, like, you gotta
this shit going quick. Man.
If I take this, all my energy as a city, you know, take this one person that we all believe in. You ain't gotta believe in the dude, just believe in his work ethic. You know what I mean? And see where he has no harm to you. You know what I mean? Like, this dude doing something with his life, and just pick him. Just pick him. Regardless of, oh, that's my nigga, I gotta pick him. Yeah. Nah, tell your nigga you gotta wait. He ain't working as hard as this guy. You know what I mean?
It's like fucking.
And I always thought that you just need to take one person, city vote, boom. But I've never been the type to really focus on what the city think. But I've always been one of the topics of the conversation.
But like, it's funny.
You know, it was always like I was always focused on the world hearing me. You know what I mean?
It's
like,
funny you said that, because I posted some of my old videos on Middletown Talk, and they bashed me. Oh, the normal Middletown think he's a gangster. I was like, they ain't listening. If they saying that,
what you post?
I forget what video it was, but they bashed my ass on Middletown Talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, they even listen to my word. They just think they see a rap video and they just killing me. I was like, man, they ain't even paying attention. How we gonna grow from that? Y'all ain't even seeing what I'm saying, type shit.
And see, you know, what I was told is that you got to do what you want to do in life, because they going to say what they want to say anyway. And then when you wake up and you realize, like, listen, I know some bullshit about to happen today.
Yeah.
But when you don't prepare yourself for that, man, you get disturbed and discouraged and disappointed because it didn't go your way. And, you know, you ain't supposed to really pray for an easy day. You're supposed to pray for the strength to endure a crazy one. You know, and I always thought, like, man, just go through the worst challenges. That way, when that little small petty stuff happens, you can just
We
it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. So, like I said, man, like for real, for everybody to really see what the city has to offer, we have to present something to the world. One thing, not a gang of people, man. We gotta be approachable. You know, we gotta come correct. And I think you can't just come with a whole bunch of different type of projects. You gotta come with like, that's the dude.
That's it.
Even if I hate, he gonna be great. That's the type of person we need. Even if it ain't me.
Oh yeah, man. He putting y'all up on game, man. But we about to close this motherfucking thing out. But
you gonna get the most views out of this one, B.
Hey, this go classic right here, man.
Views out of.
And I appreciate you taking your energy to put everybody up on game.
Playing.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Let me take this one moment. I got time. I got like
we
25,
Gucci.
seconds. All right, cool. I just want to take this time right now. I'm a little lit. Like I said, man, take the part of this podcast in the beginning and then fast forward right to the end, and you're gonna see how lit we really get. But yeah, I want to shout out, you know, my nigga Dre Dollars. He got a new album called Love for Money out right now.
Love for Money.
You gotta check that shit out. Steph Schemes is hosting it. That's a DJ from 101.1 The Wiz. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. These are the artists that invest in themselves, you know, as far as who they want to be and who they gonna be, and can't nobody stop that. So shout out to Dre Dollars for moving, you know what I'm saying?
And Dre was on 101.1.
Shout out to D Mitch for this podcast, because you know this is epic. And they don't know yet, but they'll see in about a year.
It's about a good year. I ain't stopping, man.
Hey, shout out to my sister,
this
Brooke.
This guy right here.
You know,
what up, Brooke?
Who else I forget? Lance, my acting manager. Shout out to Lance. Lance Samples. Blake Glisson. P-Dot Comedy. Check him out.
Oh, what's good?
Check him out.
Oh, yeah.
I am a voucher that Willie Hunter is one of the Godfathers, so it ain't one of them. We just had to get him on the show. He's really that
real.
guy.
That's
you
real.
Know what I mean, the next person that should be on this podcast is Picasso.
Hey, what's good with it? Definitely gotta have you on here.
Who else?
Hey, thank you for that one.
And my Moneytown folks, you know what I'm saying? I can't forget the Moneytown people, artists, innovators. Anybody that you want to name, call it. We are pioneers, but I'm just going to chalk this up and say that the 90s Babies was the most creative.
Oh my God. I barely made it. 89, 80s. Barely made it.
We're going to chalk it up to that one. Them little high expensive profile motherfuckers, man. I did that. Like, check me out. Everywhere. Just check it out. Type it in on Google and watch how far that motherfucker go.
That's my guy right here, man.
All right.
And he telling the truth too, man. And I believe in him. Yeah.
Let's get it.
But this is my favorite part of the whole episode, man. The whole podcast.
Let's get it.
The speed round, man. I'm just asking you some questions. You answer them as fast as you can, as best as you can.
Okay.
All right. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
I meditate. I sleep in the bed. I wake up and I just stare at the walls and think about how I'm going to tackle this day for the next like 30, 40 minutes before I go to work.
Hell yeah. And okay. If you were arrested with no explanation, what will your friends or family assume you've done?
They were like, man, hey, you know what's weird? I'm like an old school stoner. So, like, I'm that one dude, like, if the weed didn't fit in the blood, I still keep that little quarter in the bag.
Okay.
They were like, man, he got caught for that little bitty pitch of weed.
That little roach right there, man.
It don't matter, nigga has some pounds, but I ain't just let that little bitty quarter in the bag go away.
That's funny. That should have you paranoid, too. Like, oh, shit, hey, they're behind us.
I should have threw that shit away.
All right. Hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hamburger. It's like when you go through the struggle, you need more to compensate for.
Need that protein. Okay. If you could have any superhero power, what would it be?
Probably like teleportation. You just do this go, nigga. Just go. That nigga just go.
You at the Phoenix? All right.
Like he was in the bank with this $5 million, and now the $5 million is gold. He go to.
Oh, you at Tapsters now?
Right. He attached with the $5 million.
All right. LeBron or Jordan?
LeBron.
Okay. Oh shit.
LeBron. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
he hit. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, and when LeBron stopped playing, I stopped watching.
Hey, I'm a LeBron fan too.
Hell yeah.
Okay. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
A whole elephant.
Man, I don't know. You have to raise them chickens to be so gangsters. like when they say something, they got to just say it.
That's a whole lot of chicken. You gotta have a whole.
I hope it's a rooster involved.
Ish. So how many you think? If we had to pick a number, how many chickens you think it take to take down a whole elephant?
Like, whoo. Man, I'm glad it's no trick question because we passed that. I say 30,000 chickens. 30,000 of them. Like, man, like unfed chickens.
Going crazy. Hiding them in the dark type shit. Keep
bro, all that shit, bro. You wake up.
going crazy.
What type of questions is these?
Oh, shit. If you had to choose one animal to help you win a fight, which animal would you choose?
Animal. Man, don't nobody want to be around a skunk when they let off.
That's a good one. In my mind, I'm thinking, I'm getting a lion.
Bro, when a skunk let off, like humans, humans.
Oh, it's a skunk.
Humans ain't trying to be around no type of smell that just came from skunks.
Bro, that's funny. That's a good one right there,
deterred. Without bodily injury, you know.
But that's a good. I'm thinking a straight lion. Okay, I'm bringing me a lion. He's a skunk. That's
See, but I watch how a lion move around hyenas, and Discovery Channel don't be all.
Yeah. All right, man. If you could eat one, if you could only eat one food item for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One food item for the rest of my life. Damn.
For the rest of your whole life. You only get to eat this one thing forever.
Hey, people get mad when you say steak. So I'm going to say steak.
Okay, steak.
Steak all day, every day.
Okay.
Hey, but I'm going to need like different type of the ways of the tiger to cook that motherfucker. You know, like I'm going to need like an Indian person to help me cook it one day. I'm going to need like a Filipino to help me cook it. Just season
all
this,
type
you
of
know what I'm saying? Like medium rare one day, well done.
That's a long time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have it overly cooked one day just so I can cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it medium rare.
Well, that's a good one. Okay.
Need some steak, man.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
And
And it don't take away from Biggie. A lot of people be like, oh, I know a lot of people like, oh, man,
right.
Damn. But you go for different things when it comes to lyricism and stuff like that. And Tupac was like the overall impact. Like I said, like a lot of people said that he got the argument of he ain't really have time and stuff like that. And Big ain't really had that much time either if you think about it. But as far as the impact that they had, it was so dope. Like I like the poetic more than the in the street, because you know, Pac had a way to show a way out of certain things. You know, not saying that Biggie didn't, but Pac always did highlight. You know, a way out.
And he was trying to help us too. We go back and watch all Tupac's old videos. He was trying to show us the ways and
it always stayed more than music. I used to watch him in interviews all the time where it wasn't never about music. It was always about how to help the people and how to focus on what was more important than just shooting a basketball or, you know, putting a ball through a hoop or something like that. It was basically like what's the impact, how people gonna remember you and stuff like that. So you know, even when you are doing music, I still have that memory in the back of my head on what you're doing for the world and how you gonna be remembered. You know, and that means everything to me. At the end of the
what
day.
you're putting back into society.
Forget all that. What you said, did it mean anything when you said it, and did you back up what you said? When I first started rapping, my mom used to tell me like, man, make sure what you're saying is real, so you feel great when you act upon, you know, what you recite in those lyrics. And that meant everything to me. And then when she said that, I started like researching people who to be inspired by, and it was like Pac was one of them people. And it was so much of a cliche to follow him, but it was so much of the right thing to do anyway, because he was just more than music.
Blueprints.
And, you know, when you're talking about pioneers and creativity and originality, that was the reason to rap when I was young. It wasn't because it was dope, because it was cool, because what they said rhymed so dope. It was because all that mattered, and they actually lived through it.
Yeah. After you make it, what you gonna do after it now?
Right. They actually lived through it. They actually witnessed it happen, or, you know, they knew the progression that it was gonna what was gonna happen after they said what they said. They knew the impact that was gonna take. And, you know, it's always dope when somebody just got them bars and that shit was just dope. But it's a different thing when you know them and you knew that shit was true, or you feel the energy that they don't care about what people think. They know that music is gonna live forever, and for a person that ain't got no kids, my music is my legacy. You know, so that's how I treat it.
Tupac. Okay, that was dope. We be putting you up on game all the whole podcast, whole episode.
What I'm saying? That's how I do it, man.
Okay, last question, man. If you had to choose a show to pick, man, would it be Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin?
Oh, why you do that to me, man?
Martin or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man, they both so dope. They both dope as fuck, man. That's hard to me, man. But I got one, but it's hard.
If we go, I gotta go with Martin.
Dang,
only
that's been
for the simple fact.
Answer.
Only for the simple fact, I've probably seen every
Yeah.
episode. See, I've probably seen every episode of Fresh Prince because I was just born in that era. But I remember way more Martin than Fresh Prince. The jokes was way more of an impact. Fresh Prince always left a message. You know what I mean? They left a message from time to time where it was like real serious and stuff like that. I fuck with both of them, but Martin was
Hell yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, Martin was more for the us, you know what I'm saying? Fresh Prince, he moved from a bad neighborhood to a rich house. Martin, he was like us, everyday struggle
And
type
to
shit.
keep it all the way 100 for real, he was like the first person that will really go in character, out of character, in character. Besides Eddie Murphy, he was like one of the originators in going in and out of character. He'd be like 6, 7 characters in one sitcom where he played he played Bruh Man.
No,
Jerome. He played
Shanae, the little snot-nosed
He played
kid.
the mama. He played
Karate Master.
Yeah, he played the midget dude.
The mechanic.
Played Jerome.
The mechanic.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't you
He
know
played
no good?
so many motherfuckers, and like I think the impression that left on me was, you can like say whatever you want, but you got to go. You got to get the
stepping.
stepping about this.
But this is the end of our podcast, you know what I'm saying? End of our episode 4. And I like to have you give some advice before you leave, which you've gave advice the whole fucking time, but like what's some advice you want to give to the city or the world or just people in general? Like what's some advice you want to give them, man?
This is some of the advice that I've been giving around the country, from, you know, the small, the tall, the big, the skinny, the old, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, when things get hard for you, like, a lot of people be like, man, this stuff why is this happening to me? But like, why not? You know what I mean? And when you playing that game on PS2 or Xbox One, like, when you get to level 2, it's not gonna get no easier, you know? The great thing and the beautiful thing is admiring that when it's not getting easy, you know you getting through. So when it's hard and times are rough, just know you leveling up, man. And when you leveling up, it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna take the strong to survive. And just know when you leveling up that it's not gonna be easy. So with that being said, just keep going for your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. You know, don't let nobody tell you that you trash, because trash can, nigga. Trash cannot. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's just real out here. So like, when you leveling up and when times get hard And like for everybody, you know, it get hard. Just know that that's a great thing. That's you leveling up.
Hell yeah, we all in the same boat, different water, man.
So.
Oh yeah, make sure you view, like, share, and subscribe.
Oh
yeah. No topic.
I got my rent paid. I got my car paid.
Hey.
Working till Wednesday.
Hey.
Don't get no lunch break.
Hey.
This is how that shit go.
But real quick, let them know where they can find you at too.
Hey,
links.
It's Donason Flame, every social platform. Donason Flame, every social platform. I mean, Donason Flame, every type of media platform, song platform. Donason Flame, DONASON Flame. I work very hard for y'all to just click that, like that, share that, compare that, stare that. You know what I mean? And then air that. So I'm that guy.
Oh yeah, we out here. You're tuning in to No Topic.
Yeah, we got the rent paid. I got my car paid. Working my job cake. We working till lunch break. I got my phone paid. We working for